Alright, okay, I'm gonna check a few things before I actually say that I am live, because you gotta make sure that everything's working. I don't want the desktop audio to be too loud, that's my only scare. I might just have it lower. No, it's shy. Why would it be? Why would it not be fine? Why would it not be fine? I don't know. But, okay, right, just make sure I'm actually audible, because I've been unaudible previous times. Oh god, I'm already unaudible. Alright, I should be less unaudible, but I'm gonna have to change it so that I am audible. I better get in the fucking lobby. Alright, I should be less unaudible, but I'm gonna have to change it so that I am audible. Okay. I hope nothing comes up. Nothing. There shouldn't. Okay, there isn't. There wasn't gonna be anything. I don't know what you're talking about. There wasn't gonna be anything. Anyway, but. Okay, right, okay. More nervous than the actual drivers, let's go. How were you? Okay, alright, I'm not in a team, I'm spectating. Alright. So, I don't need to say anything at the minute, do I? Yeah, probably not. But I do want to know if the fucking settings are alright. Well, at least my audio settings are alright, that'll be good. Do I have any people added? No, so you can't really come up to me saying, oh, please invite me back, because no, not that, because I don't have you added, but yeah, it's fine. Cool. It's on about 2, so should be fine. Should be fine. He didn't have to add everyone. Okay, no, he did, because that's what they usually do. Alright. Yeah, I did everyone. That wasn't me. I didn't ask him to, so aim Titan. As always, though, not. Yeah. Okay, right. Who was in the lobby? 14 out of 10. 10? What? 14 out of 0. Rated up, it's fine. No. That's still not right. 0 out of 4. Okay. Don't matter. But I think that's. I don't know who we're waiting on. We still got 3 minutes, so not much rush in my opinion. But I don't know if I'm just speaking too much. That's my other concern. Oh, I'm going hyper mode. But I assume there will be more. I doubt this is the final grid. We're missing a McLaren. Williams, Haas, Alfa Romeo, mostly the Ferrari Academy that's gone. and then half of the Alpine. Mercedes and Red Bull do almost be stacked, not in terms of having quick drivers. Just the fact that they have a full lineup-ish. Williams doesn't really count as a car, does it? But wait, how's Jack Mars driving if he's tier 1? Fine, don't matter. I mean, in fact, I'd be in the McLaren. I'd be on pad if I could, but I'm not. So I didn't prove the best. I don't even know how to set up the pad controls. In fact, I don't even know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing because I've done this before. Waffling is what I'm best at. Ugh, I don't like silence. It's horrid. China though. China. Interesting one. We haven't driven this for, what, 2 seasons? That might be a lie completely. I think we did last season tier 1. Or even this. Oh no. I just don't know what the previous seasons were. The previous calendars were, because delete them each time. But China is it on tier 1? No, I don't think it is. Oh wait, no, I'm blind. It's the 17th round. We will be having that in 5 races for tier 1, and then it is now. We do not have it for F2, I do not think. Yep, we do not have it. As if this calendar I'm looking at is updated. I do not know. I think it is. Yes, it is. Portugal next, though, is our next track. So that'll be an interesting one. 2 pad tracks in a row. Oh wait, is that 3? Is that 3? No, it's in Saudi Arabia after that, which is prime wheel. I think I'm just speaking gibberish, though. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're quick, you're quick. It is looking like 14, 13 even. Don't know who left so quickly. But we're at the. I think it shouldn't be running up. Who left? It was a. Where am I looking? I don't even see the Alpha Tower. There it is. No, there it is. We've got both. Okay, all right. A Willie? No. I don't know who left. I think it was Aston Martin. Aston Martin left. Alright. We're ready. We are ready. I'm sure whoever else needed can join back. Off me? Definitely not. Would I invite you? Definitely not. I'm fucking friends this is all. But yeah. Alright, 14 now. I don't know if I don't know who the other person I needed. Which one was? Alright, we're just having people leave left, right, and centre. We're meant to be leaving? No, I don't think so. Definitely not. Yeah. No. Okay. Alright. But here we go. Right. Get the old. Don't know what we really need. I will take these though. Get up to the leader would be nice. Yeah, cool. Anyone ready to go? Jim Bob will be first out on track, I assume, unless that just might be a glitch with number 1. It's got Marco coming out really early. I wonder if he's actually got it set up on. I think that's an Alpine though. It is an Alpine. Just work out what clockwise this track is. I think it is clockwise. So lot of right-handers. Is that correct? I do not know. No, yes, that. It seemed pretty equal, but I think there are more, just by a bit, more right-handers. But do I have sound on? Is the sound fine? Yeah, that's not too loud. How about terms? Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know if you can hear me well enough though, that's the only problem. So I'll be moving that a bit closer to me. But I mean, usually the main concern I have with commentaries is the fact that the loudness of the onboard is so much louder than everything else. So yeah. But then the speaker even, I don't know. I didn't finish my sentence for some fucking reason. Actually, I just thought, oh yeah, they know what I'm on about. They don't. I don't even know if there's anyone here. Probably. However, fan flow on the mediums for some stupid ass reason. Same with Valkyrie. I do not know why. Banker lap. You've got 3 tires. You want to save one? It's not gonna be much of a use. But alright. May as well just go the softer compound. But then you lose a medium, which you're doing anyway. So yeah, okay. It's a weird ass one. But we do have Jim Bob starting his lap first. No, I'm incorrect. Marco did overtake to be the first one to start his lap. So I don't know what we're doing on board. Just let it happen. Switch camera, I think. I don't know. Stick with this though. I don't know if I'll do much commentary for the qualifying. Does it matter? Does it matter? No, not really. We'll just see what time he does, and then next guy. I think we'll just go with the fastest. He's on fucking mediums. Why would I watch that? We'll go with Instinct into turn 1. Very nice line through here. Bit wider than I would have thought, and a lower gear than I would have thought. But it's all a bit of preference. These gears this year. Well, even though higher gears are optimal. Realism is another question. Purple sector 1 could be a glitch, could be not. Or it could just be because he is the fastest car on the track at the second of time, which is technically true. Yeah, we'll be on board for the rest of the lap with Instincts until Marco probably gets the line will switch over to him. So I assume he'll be on the main straight. Instincts will. Getting out the way is that Owen, I think it is. I don't want to check, doesn't matter. Unless Jim Bob's aborted. He might have aborted, he might be doing 2 out laps. Bit of a weird option. As Instinct goes purple sector 2. Coming onto the main straight. Oh, what is this? I had it on board. If I've gotten on board, why do I need 2? But yeah, alright. Marco comes through the final corner. Pretty decent. We send as a banker lap. 34.8. Next to the cross the line. The Mercedes are yeah, we send this. Okay, what are we saying? Even faster, 33.8. I can't get there. 33.2. It's only 6 tenths quicker as mediums. Were they 6 tenths quicker anyway? It probably could have been faster. I assume maybe made a few mistakes as we have an Alfa Romeo next across the line, starting his lap with Bourbon as well. Which expecting big things from him. I am personally. Jim Bob crosses the line. He's already crossed the line. As what do you know? Lewis Walker goes even quicker, as we expect from tier 2. Not the point. I don't actually know what I think he's beaten my time trial, which isn't very good for me. As Stenner goes even quicker. What is this blistering pace? From I don't even know what he's Welsh. No, he's not. He's Bristol and fucking what's that stupid ass? Me, not him. I am. Yeah, okay, fair enough, bro. This goes 1/10 quicker than Lewis and 4/10 quicker than the other Ferrari. As I told you, the mediums are useless. 3 seconds off. What's the point? Who's across the line next? I've already missed it, but it's fine. I don't care. Mercedes. No? Okay, well, we see Bourbon going even quicker than everyone else through sector 2. It's a pretty short sector with a lot of corners, though. Actually, I don't know how long it is. It's probably pretty long. But yeah, on the main straight, I don't know. It's giving me this fucking ass camera each time I go down the straight. I mean, I have an on board. You do know that. As it comes around the final few corners, who cares about anyone else? All I care about is the Mercedes, the third quickest car on the track. Will he be the quickest? He is the quickest by a whole 3/10. Damn. Yeah, these guys are gonna beat my fucking time trial. It's horrid. I don't even know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. But yeah, all right. Jack's there as he comes through the middle sector. I assume everyone else has done their lap. He's the last to do his lap. Coming through, just finishing off sector 2. Is this gonna be purple? Is this gonna be green? It's purple. I don't know how true that is, bro. But it's a seemingly very good lap so far. Getting off the power pretty nicely through here. Onto the main straight. Okay, still the on board. Alright. Respect it. I don't at all respect it, but yeah. Alright, what are we doing? What are we saying? That's the question. What are we saying? Is this going to be a good lap? Is this going to be a shocker of a lap? We will see coming through the final few corners. Cross the line, and it is slower by 1/10. It's fair enough. It's a good banker lap, I think, and we'll see if anyone else can beat that further along the session. I think Jim Bob does eventually get his lap in. I thought that was doing something, but it was actually changing the onboard camera. Great. But yeah, we'll be back in a moment with the next few laps. I don't know who's on a lap, to be honest. Lando Norris on a lap. Former McLaren driver Lando Norris decides to join RPL to see what he can do against the very best of Tier 2. This is an in-lap in it. No? Yikes. I must have spun or something. I don't know. It's fine. This is the lap of dreams. That's what we're saying. So before I come out the pit lane, we'll go back straight to Lewis Walker as he starts his lap. And Lando Norris finishes his lap. I don't even know if he's on a lap in a minute. That's a question. Doesn't seem like a very quick one though. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's just my camera settings. He's 1/10 down on his PB, I think. But there's still plenty much left of the track. That's not how you say English very well. But we will see what we can do. Next, we have Florian. Is he on a lap? He does start his lap, I assume. I don't know if this is true or not. On his soft tyres, because he did his previous lap on the mediums, which was an interesting decision by the Italian. 3/10 up on his PB, which just doesn't mean much to me, but because I don't know, he's got 1.1 seconds to fire on his teammate, which is where he should be aiming at the minute. And I think is that Lewis starting, or is that no, okay, there's Lewis starting. Trolled I am. Okay, right, cool. 3/10 up still, is that? Damn. 5/10 up even. Bit wide through that corner, I thought. Locked up a bit. I don't know if that's the optimal line, because I am a third dog at this track. Coming onto the final straight, the back straight. We will see, as it gives me a good onboard camera. Amazing, love it. Breaking into the 100 meters board, coming around the final few corners is Fanath Floweth. See what we can do around this final corner. Would it be good? It doesn't seem too bad. What's it going to be? A 32.9. 6/10 off his teammate, but I'm sure there's plenty of that. Plenty in it. As we come on board with Lewis Walker. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be really seeing any other driver. If they're not in one of the quicker cars, you're shit, mate. Nah, you're just not in a good car, so you don't really matter. Everyone cares about the top drivers. No one cares about you, unless you're a top driver. Yeah. who is next. I think I'll do whoever comes across the line next. I don't actually know who is the car behind, if it's Mark on a lap or if it's Valkyrie on a lap, but we will see as Bonkers 5 comes through the final corner to see what he can set. It will be, it's looking decent, it's 34.1, good enough for P2, P10, as Marco improves by 1.2 seconds. So that is Owen across the line, 33.9. I don't know if it's proved there, and Lewis improved very minimally by a tenth. So it's a very odd one. As I think I've got Jack Mars coming across the line next, and then it's Jim Bob just behind, starting his lap. I think. Don't think so. Jack's hit crosses the line. I've just been trolled. No one's improving. I don't know what to think. Today, Tommy, is he starting? He's starting. Sadie, okay, okay. No one's doing a lap. Got it. Mercedes crossed the line next. I assume it's Bourbon. Been interesting to see if he can prove he's a 10th and a bit up. See what he can do. Comes to the final corner. See how you're meant to do it. Through 5th gear. Coming into the final corner. It's a 31. No, it's not. It's a 32.1. Pretty crazy lap, especially in that slower car. So we've got FPL coming across the line as well, and he's not improved. I don't think I can get there in time. No, it's Stunner. Starting a lap even. I think he's done like 3 out laps, but it's fine. As then got Valkyrie to cross the line, see if she can finally improve on the time. Just need to keep it cautious, keep it clean. No AlphaTauri bias here. 34.7, decent, not too shabby. Improving on the previous time. I don't know who just crossed the line. I don't know if they improved. I think they marginally improved, maybe. I don't know. But we're gonna want the AlphaTauri ahead to get the fuck out of the way. Next across the line. Next across the line that matters today, Tommy. Here you go. What can they do? Starting the lap. No, first lap even. Not looking too great. 35. 34.9. Blech. I think we've got Blue Goggy. Cross the line next, yeah, no. 8 seconds down, I think we care about that. Boardman's already finished his lap, so we'll go on board with the Stenman. Can he improve on his time? 0.3 up. Will this be good enough for pole? Will he improve through the final few corners? Will this be good enough? Twat. It's fine. You probably run out of fuel anyway. It's fine. It's fine. As we next have AlphaTauri to cross the line. I think they're on their out lap. I thought I lagged out there. No. Cool. Second down. I assume this is his in lap as well. So we're getting ready for the final few minutes of the session. I shall shut up now for a few seconds for you to admire some crap. Who's going to take the longest to get into the pit lane? Probably Blue Golgi. So have it. Anyway, right. Back again. No, we've got Super Liam's on his outlap now. I've got Leighton and McLaren. I assume he loaned himself off. What a weirdo. Don't know why he's not driving for the AlphaTauris. I offered. He said no. He wanted a better car. So I may have to sack him. But I think we should probably focus on the top 6. And then maybe best of the rest if they're far enough behind or something. But we will see Instincts across the line first. He's the first car, unless he spins or some crap, or bins it in a wall. He's probably not watching the stream. He's probably put someone else in the wall. Oh well. Soz bud. A lot of cars coming out there. Holy crap! Well, everyone picking the final few seconds to get out the way. Lane getting out the way of his fellow person. Academy member. It's fine. I'm not, that train wreck of a whoever is out there. They're all, you know. Gotta let them pass, bro. Gotta let them pass, especially that mega lad behind you. But first across the line is Liam to start his outlap. Let's watch the whole thing. Nah, that's not really bad. That'd be stupid. Said we're gonna watch Instinct's whole thing as we see Lewis Walker off-putting there. Is he gonna block everyone behind him? Yes, he is. Except everyone behind him is not on a lap, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, God, man. Right, Instinct decides lap. What's he gonna do? He's got to find an entire second. Really, a entire second. Sure. Entire second. Don't know what he previously did. 33.2 I think it was, but I'm sure that's improvable. I don't know how many laps he's done, because I'm yawning. But purple sector 1, he's 2/10 up, which is pretty crazy. Especially since the man ahead of him is on a pole, on a pad. And he is qualified for F1 Esports on Xbox, so it doesn't really count. I think he's a reserve as well, so even worse. Like, bro, just get good. Put him off. But yeah, I'll be laughing my head off if Fanflow doesn't get top 3, so that'd be good. But Instincts, I don't know if he said a purple sector 2. I do not think he did. But it's what do you expect from the best? I think we'll see Liam cross the line, you know. Why not? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He's going to put it on pole. No. 15th. I need to get all the way back over here. He crosses, goes to the final few corners. 4/10 up. That is good enough for P5 at the second of time. Will he get any more time through the final few corners? Will he? Got a big one. 32.6, a 6/10 improvement. He did beat Stenner, but I'm sure improvements can be made and will be made. Marco nets across the line. Oh, man, huge crash. I think that's today. Tommy might be laden. Marco does go 8th. I don't know if he improved. I got distracted. Yeah, he did crash the plummet. The bummer. Anyway, next is FBL. I don't think. Oh, he's improved a bit. As next we've got an Alpine. Don't think he improved much. If he did, it was only minimal. As we'll get on board with the Jackster going through the few final corners. Improves only to a 32.3. As Fanflow also improves. It's all kicking off now as people get closer. Bourbon improves even more. Stenner goes P2 by 4th. Ah, that's depressing, isn't it? He's going to be crying. Okay, alright, anyway. And I think that is basically everything. That all happened so quickly. What could I do? Alright. What could I do? I'm going to be crying out for that for days. I missed every single one of the laps. Don't blame myself. Anyway, Bourbon gets pole. Was Stenner P2. P2, P3, Jackster, and I'm sure it's going to be Schumer. He's been beaten by his AlphaTauri teammate, but what do you expect from the GOAT? I'm kidding, he's not. 5,000s, thought it's 4,000s. Jackster, yeah, he's 2/10 off pole. What's he doing? As Lewis Walker is P4, which is unexpected from the race winner of Australia, the first race of the season. He won by 11 seconds, down in P4. Fanflow in P5, Intersick P6, Jimbo P7, Jack Miles in the Williams P8, Marco P9, and Bonkers 5 in the Alfa Romeo in P10. Who cares about the rest of the fucking grid? I think that's like O and P11. Don't know though. Don't count me on it. been speaking for the last 22 minutes, feeling good, ready for the race. I need some water. Will I get some? No. As I cannot wait for this race. Can I? No, I cannot. But I can. It starts in 20 seconds. And I can see the grid. I can't see the grid. I can see the grid. As we've got Bournemouth on the mediums. It is questionable. He's changed the hards. You saw that. We saw that. And we do think Stena might be changing to the hards a bit later. As in the final few seconds. To trick us all. But we don't know. Although, what did I say? That wasn't speculated, as we got most of the grid on hards. Only I don't really care, but we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights. It's going to be a delayed start. I assume it's not. It's crazy, as we have a horrible getaway from everyone except Bournemouth, who gets a very nice one. Stena, and I think it's pretty stable as Fabler goes down the grid, and Jackster as Lewis Walker all the way up in P2 already on the opening. And side by side, who's going to get the better exit out of turn 2? Stena will. Great job by him as I choke on my own breath. As he's going to go defensive down to the inside to stop Lewis Walker's attack. What's he doing? Lost it on the exit. Allows Lewis Walker through. I do not know why. Not intentional, I'm assuming. I don't know if there's any contact. Maybe desync for me. But very close at the start of the race. We have our eyes on Bournemouth getting an 8/10 gap at the start already. Stena 6/10 to Lewis Walker. See if he can regain the confidence, because he's going to need to pick up the pace or let his teammate through. He's really struggling on these hards, I assume, but we don't know. Fanflin P5 as we get a really nice view, in my opinion, of the people going around the final corner. We'll see if anyone gets a bad start. Black Road, yeah, it is what it is. Like, fucking no quality on this camera. Good. As we've got it all kicking off in the back. Quite a lot to see. I don't know who's gone where. Blue Cockie's made his way up into P10, but no. Jim Bob gets a way better exit as Leighton comes around through both of them. Through goes Leighton is what they like to say. Going up the inside. Who cares about the front, because they is seeming pretty reasonable. We do have Lewis Walker, who's called up 5/10 to Bourbon. Is Bourbon feeling under pressure? That's the question. It's very close. Everyone within 5/10 of each other in the top 6. We've got Marco on the back of that train, holding up Jack and the Williams. I don't know about holding up, but yeah. They've escaped the DRS of the mid pack, and it is now a 6-way fight for the win. I don't know about 6-way, but it is looking like anyone can win this. Well, unless you're a top 7 and bottom everyone else, I guess. 7 to 18, you're pretty much screwed. I don't know what happened to Liam, but something. I don't pick up crap. I see why they say commentators in RPL are bad. I see why I'm bad, because I am. Why is it giving me such a bad view as we get coming through the final corner of the second lap? There's not much happening, I must say. It's really only the mid-fight, I guess, as we have the battle between Jim Bob as he switched back to Leighton. Get back on the power. Not enough. I think that's medium traction control for you there. Bourbon Boy setting the fast lap of the race as he gains 2/10 on Lewis. I wonder why. I wonder where. Stena losing a bit, but I think he's regained his control as Six dropped off a bit. I wonder if that's like a spin or something. As Marco's back in the DRS, he's going to have to push some of his ERS. As you can see, he's already in the 40s. due to my amazing camera settings, we won't know about fan flows. Oh, fuck. Alright, anyway. Jackster gets purple sector 1. I wonder if that's just fighting up front, you know, the stress is there for the Bourbons and the Lewis Walkers, and not really the Stellars. Yeah, he will be pushing to get back in the DRS, and he will be very, very annoyed if he doesn't get it. Well, it will be affecting him quite a lot, as not much is happening in it. Very wide there. I think there's some damage for Blue Groggy. I'm not certain about that. As you go down the inside FBL, I don't know who got the damage as FBL was spinning off. I think Lando Norris even. I don't know which one it was. I think it was both of them. Tagged maybe each other once one of them spun. It's a bit of a drop off though to P13. There's a yellow flag, and there's Lando Norris still trying to get back on the road even. However, White Bourbon onto the 4th lap of the race goes very quickly as Lewis Walker gets the fastest lap of the race. Can anyone beat that? No, don't think so. I should have that on, but it's not. Gap to leader? Nah, it's fine. Interval is fine, is enough. Details, position change, biggest losers, biggest gainers. Layton gains 8th place, and biggest loser would be Jim Bob down to P4 in the Alpine. And I think that's about it. I'll just have a check of the tyres, see what everyone's on. Nothing too obscure. I might just have it on like nothing. Penalties. We'll take a penalty. As Instinct's trying to get back in the DRS. I don't know if he did or not. There's not much happening in the top of the field. Jack closing up to Marco. See what happens there. I think it's a bit of a battle between. Almost gone there. Is that a crash or is that a spin? It's a spin auto for Blue Groggy. See if he can recover maybe a late safety car or an early one. Late one probably would be best for him. Or anytime, anywhere. As is that Bonkers maybe going wide or something? I'm looking at the wrong crap. As Jim Bob goes to overtake Leighton. I don't know why he's so slow. Because he is. Because he's bad. It's both farming, using, boosting out the traction zone. There's a bit of contact as Jackson gets the fast lap of the race. I wonder if there will be team orders for one of them to be let through, as it will be around the outside. Can he finish the move? Can he start the move through turn 1? And it's I don't know who's going to get it. I think that would be Jim Bob taking the position. There's a bit of contact, but rubbing is racing, as they say. Crack, I need water, man. Need a water. I'm dead. 1.6 seconds. He's lost 6/10 to Fanflow in that Mercedes. Gained a bit there. I think Fanflow made a mistake. What the fuck did I say there? Marco making a mistake, giving the position to Jack. Almost like just pure pace of Jack Miles. You shouldn't have to worry about it too much, since it'll probably be a DSQ for the Tier 1 Mercedes driver. He's almost back in DRS. He gets so close and so far away. Kind of wants to save some of it, even though Fanflow is just destroying his. As why did I miss that? Where did it come up? It didn't. Whack. I don't know why I missed it, how I missed it, but he did overtake. But I assume it's because Bourbon let him pass due to ERS saving, so he should be able to get the position back at the end of the race, or in the later stages, when he needs to, as that's just around. It's very poor from him. He's spinning a lot recently. Is that rear wing damage? It possibly could be, which would be very painful for him, as we're going to need Stenner to climb back up into P2, P1. Otherwise, we're going to be crying. 1.5 seconds now is the gap to P2, P1 for Stenner to climb to get back in the DRS. He's going to be pushing his buttocks off to catch up. He does have the DRS advantage by about a fucking mile to Fanflow. Same with Instincts. Should be able to keep As long as it stays consistent, you'll be fine. You'll be able to get back into that DRS of Fanflow. As you can see, he flashes there. Very, very low. Very low. But we will see what can happen. But for one, that's not what Marco wants. He wants Jack to not have any DRS, but instead he does for the meantime. See how long that lasts though. Will he be able to keep the DRS to Jack Stir? It's looking likely. It's a better exit through there, and he will get the DRS. He won't do anything, I assume. Oh, did he? Did he? Did he? He did. Okay, cool. Keeping his gap to Lewis Walker nice and close. And we've got Senna on the back of the two. Waiting to pounce. See if he will. Crikey. Okay, alright. Nothing too crazy. Really, only close battle is between Marco. Is that a crash? Blue Goggy around again. That's unfortunate for him. Very, very unfortunate. As he might be overtaken by Today Tommy. And also add a little twirl through there. So we'll go back to the front. See what's happening. I think Warman's just trying to stay with. May as well let Lewis save the ERS for some reason. Obviously he doesn't know that. Stenner's putting the work down to try and catch back up as Fanflow's back into save mode. Still very, very limited for him though. Going through the final few corners of Sector 2. See what can happen. Marco P8 keeping up with Jack Miles pretty well. See if we get him through turn 2 there, through the straight. Lewis Walker gets a purple Sector 2 as he now pulls away using as much air as he can. So we'll both need to, as they both stop pretty similar points. He'll probably just use the DRS to get back into the zone. I'll be happy as on the standalone crash, but I'm looking good for him. I don't want to jinx it, and I probably just have with commentator's curse, but we'll see about that as Fanflow's keeping up with him. Not really surprising since he's quick. As Lewis Walker takes the fastest lap of a race at 36.5, or in other terms of 36.6. As we got a DNF, I do not know why. How he's probably plummeted off the curb into the wall as you see him there. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, that's not a safety. Is that a safety car? I don't know. It's not really telling me. I think there's just a yellow flag in all sectors. So we are still racing. Still fine. No safety cars. Lap 8 out of 28. Then I'm really not keeping up with these front two runners. Not really surprising since they are tier 1 pace and beyond. But, you know, good qualifying from him though. And we'll see if Jackster Instincts can get back in this, as they have obviously seemed to made a few mistakes with the half spins, getting out of the DRS, and you're pretty much effed. So we'll see if he can get back in the DRS of Instincts, I guess, and Fanflow. Fanflow seems to be dropping off a bit to Senna, which he'll be fuming to see, since he doesn't rate Senna, obviously. No one does, except Leighton, as he does 2/10 off his personal best, and 5/10 off the world record, or the personal session best. Obviously it's not world record. I don't know what I'm waffling about, so I think Marco's made a mistake at some point, as he's pretty far behind now. At least where he was. P7, no he's not. This is the fight for P7 between Jack Miles and Leighton. Shows you how quick the McLaren is compared to the Altari. Or maybe just not, and how much of a pad track this is. I'm not saying anything, except I am. into the 2 seconds, though the gap between P3 and P2, I did say it was probably going to be pretty close at the top between... No, I just said Bourbon would win, didn't I? And he isn't. Better than Australia, though, so far. Got one of the new Rebel drivers doing well, and then they crash, something like that. It's usually how it goes. Unless you're going to win the championship, then you usually lose the first race, lose the second, no, win the second race, and then win the third. Speaking from a championship winner himself, not to brag, but I am completely bragging that I have won, and you might have, I don't think you have though, if you're watching this, because most of the people who have won this are in tier 1 and do not give a crap, as Lewis Walker sets another fastest lap of the race, gets out of the DRS, and assume he's on pretty low. He's not really, to be fair, he's just putting in the lap, putting in the effort. And what is that rock song by The Rock? Gotta grind, something like that. I don't fucking know. Oh, and gets into P7, I assume. It's a good overtake of the driver. I think he was let past by his fellow friend, as Leighton's being held up dramatically on those mediums. Alpine is a very good car though, so that could just be the reason. It is very close in the midsection, as Leighton will be going for the dive on around the outside, goes for the switchback, he gets blocked on the exit. It's unfortunate, so we do not care. Found below 3 second gap from P3 to P2. It's really everything. I think Leighton got plugged off again. Maybe made a mistake. He's lost 2 positions there. It doesn't really matter. I don't really want him getting points just because he's in another car. That's not the AlphaTauri. Yeah. But we'll see. If this is Bourbon's to win, then he might be up for the championship hunt. I don't know, it could just be his track. We did see Australia last week where he didn't really put in the performance you'd think, but it is a Mercedes, you do have to remember. Jimbo does overtake Jack Miles. Not much ERS left for him though, as both Alpines do eventually make way back into the points, at least their middle points, best of the rest I guess. Is that a car out? No, it's Blue Cookie in the wall again, probably going to be lapped this time, as Lewis Walker goes past, and so does everyone basically. And you may as well think about retiring the car, since it is pointless to carry on, as he's got no front wing as well. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Well, really all you can hope for is a safety car this lap or nothing. But yeah. Really, the biggest gap is the smallest gap. I mean, Bournemouth made it back into the second, but that was to be expected, since I guess he had plenty of ERS to use, etc. As he is finally the retirement for Blue Goggy inside the pit lane, as you want. As there's an Alpine in the pit lane, I think that's Jim Bob, of course, because I can read. Thank you very much. And that is also, is that Bonkers round? He probably got on the curb and spun it off, as you do in the Alfa Romeo, just like Pascal Wehrlein in 2017. Yes, I remember that. I don't know why, it's just one of those memories. But he's out of the points again and puts back Marco back into the points. Liam Liam out? Is he in? No, he's spun. Would have said probably, as we will maybe see a battle for the lead now, but this could just be an Italy stalemate where the better driver goes on to win, obviously, except in this case they lose because they're in the slower car. Definitely not the same as Italy. Silver showed, but yep. Okay, as Stanner, when did that happen? What? Okay. When did that happen? Oh man. Oh well. When did that happen? Maybe no. I think he just dive bomb back up the inside. As they are losing a lot of time to Stenner, and Instincts really isn't gaining much on the two of them. Neither is Jackster. Maybe he is, I don't know. Still, the battle for the lead is within 4/10. See if anything will happen, as it really is just who is the one to use the ERS first. It's a bit laggy now. I think that's Leighton in the pits. As he goes into the hards from the mediums, to be expected. Can't really go that far on those tyres. Okay, that's a fucking penalty, but you know it's fine. Is what it is. These things happen. 3 second, I assume. Yep. Same for Jim Bob. Don't know why. He just get good, you know. Still waiting. Still waiting for like a safety car or something. Fanflow making a huge mistake through there, as well we see Bourman finally getting past. What a view this is. Down the inside. Breaking the 100 meter board. I knew that, yes. Oh, what are we saying? As it gets back past into the lead of the race. Oh dear, Leighton off into the wall. Very nice to see. It's not, but it is. Yeah, he's off into the wall. Sure, he'll be screaming down the mic at that one. But it is what it is, as Bourbon takes back to lead the race. But it is side by side, and Bourbon will get back onto the inside line, though. You would think that would be better, as he can push him back off into the gravel, which he doesn't do, out of mutual respect. Obviously, as Lewis Walker will be using a bit of the ERS. No, you won't. He's just quicker, as gets a better exit, though. That is the difference. Bonkers into the penalty club, along with Valkyrie and Jim Bob. Ooh. But not clear of the gap. Wait, what? How long is it in the pit lane? It's probably about 20 seconds, I'd assume. So I assume maybe lap. Car number 9th place. Maybe count out if they pit now, which doesn't seem too bad, or an undercut. Don't actually know which is better here. As we might see a battle for the lead as well again. Oh, as my game's thoroughly crashed. Nothing happened there. Okay, I've just got like bugged time screen, so I'll blame that for my not being able to see crap happen. So we do see, is that Jackson in the mistake? What did I see? I think I just saw Fanflow close to Red Bull, as Stenner finally does pit, doing the undercut. I didn't say do the undercut, I just said it's an idea. We'll see if this works though. It'll be a pretty big undercut. I think I'd assume it's lap 16, 17, 18 for the new tyres. So we've just gone past the halfway mark of the race. Jester now is the lead. Red Bull tyre. We'll see where he comes out. Is that behind Jack Miles? You do not want it to be. It's just ahead. Very, very nice. You'd want Jackster to stay out a few more laps. Same with Fanflow and Instincts, and pretty much anyone behind Fanflow you want to stay out another lap or 3, just to make sure you don't come out into that traffic, which could hold you up a lot. Let's just check if he's not going to like crash or something, or be held up by Owen. who you'd assume should let him past, and it is not his fight. No point fighting this one. Same strategy, different laps, you know. No point fighting it. So there's an incident. It's Leighton again. Around. Is this damage this time? We won't know until it corrects its camera positioning. Comes into the pits, probably to retire. Yeah, we would have thought. As he does have wing damage. So there's Liam into the pits as well. Getting laps. Well, maybe not really, but yeah. As Lewis is into the pits though. Same with Fanflow. Instinct's on to another lap. Stenner, we'll see if he can. Like, he's been held up by Owen, I assume, a tiny touch. So we'll see if Fanflow did do the overcut on him. You'd assume not. He gets through the pits. What is this? Miles clear. Not even close. Very nice. Outlap for the Sten man. Lewis Walker will be on the colder tyres. He's only 2 seconds, so he's gained about 2 seconds on this 2 seconds on the undercut, but that probably... It's a very big undercut, I must say. Wow, fair enough. Held up in the pits, I don't know. There's a lapped car in front. I assume that's Liam, he's left. As it's retirement in the pits. Got me there. It's a bit of weird one. He didn't crash, did he? I don't think. Just pit early, but yeah. Odd bucket. Instincts. Dragster. We'll see who will do the next pit stop, I guess, because this is probably the optimal lap to come into the pits, or at least, I guess, it's the lap to come into the pits, because like. Ratio, you know. Oh, he's gone around for another time. I assume Instinct will be pitting with that low ERS. Yes, sir. And Jack's to the same. Yes, sir. And we will see if Lewis Walker comes out in front of both. You'd fucking assume so. You'd be getting the phone calls, if not. But it looks like looking like Stenner's road will be P3, because it's going to be very difficult to catch up to Lewis Walker unless they make a mistake. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Make a mistake. So he does set the fast lap of the race on the new tyres using about fucking 70% of his ERS. Probably a bit less than that, but yeah. I'll play 4.4 seconds. Damn. And Instincts and Jackson even further behind on that. The undercut has worked a dream. So this is going to be some weird stuff. If Bourbon comes out, wonder where he'll come out even. I wouldn't be surprised if it's behind Stenner, to be honest. Back into the pits. As we only really wait for Owen, Bourbon, Jack Miles and Bonkers to do their last pit stops. But you'd assume it's looking like he's going to come out behind. Don't know what the pit window is though, that's the problem. He is very far behind though, I will be honest. He's going to have a mega pit stop here. Does he time it correctly? That's the question. We'll check. 1, 2, 3. Could be. I don't fucking know still. Alright, anyway. This Walker gets the fast lap of the race. He will come out in front. By how much? By quite a bit, as Stenner probably will overtake as well. See if he can keep ahead of the Bourbon, the biscuit, not the boy. 64. As he does come out in front of his teammate though, which is a bit interesting to show you how powerful the undercut was around this track. I assume being held up heavily by the Williams and the Alpine is the Ferrara Rocher. Yikes. Some holding up process going on here. I don't see any point in it, because it's not helping the academy in any way. It's helping the Mercedes. No, it's not, because it's just not. What? For fun, I guess. But I'm sure Instincts and Jackson won't be very pleased. I'm sure Jackson might be a tiny bit, since he's caught back up to Instincts. Will be challenging the P6 position. The really closest fight would be Instincts and Jack Miles to see if he can get the DRS, if he can get ahead. Assuming so. Surprised if not both of them come through, as Jackson might be coming through for both of them. Great view. Still a great view. I'll take this one actually, as Jackson gets both of them with the double overtake. Amazing job. Definitely no bias for that one. See if Stunner can stay ahead of Warburton though. That'll be a very interesting fight. See if he can catch back up to Lewis Walker though. Oof. Undercut was crazy though. Alright, I'll have to remember that for China then. Let's have a look at what the fuels are. That might be interesting. Pretty pin perfect for Lewis Walker with 0.3. Bourbon with about 1 point more. Fanflow with about 1 exactly, I guess. Jackson with 1.3. Instincts down by 0.1. So he'll be needing to save a bit, which shouldn't be too difficult, I'd assume. Owen also underfueled. Is it a crash? Spin probably. Unless you got damage? No? Okay, alright. So Valkyrie makes her way up into P10. So it's both cars into the points for the AlphaTauris, which will be the only top team as see where Owen comes out. That'll be interesting when he comes into the pits eventually, probably onto the softs, I'd assume, maybe something like that. But the next real big fight now is FPL versus Bonkers. See what will happen after the outshow. Bourbon has gained a lot on Senna, to be fair, getting it down to 1 second, so it is really looking like this is... Oh, that is a crash on track. As a full safety car. Wow. Saved by the bell is Owen. He is going to be in fucking tears with the racing gods. Not that they exist. But it's going to be a wreck show for Mercedes, since they just barely missed out on going long enough for that safety car to come out and really help them out. And probably, I don't know about the gap, if that's enough for a clean pit stop. But we'll see, as everyone will be coming onto the softs or the mediums. It'll be interesting to see what, as Walker goes on, Snare comes in, Bourbon comes in, Fanflow comes in, Jackster probably should come in, and if he doesn't, I'm firing him immediately. He's backing up the field enough, isn't he? No, he's not. So through he goes, gets a nice pit stop, and away he goes even. That's what I'm on about. But this would be a hard break for Walker if is he on the softs? It's on the mediums. Is he on the mediums? He's on the mediums as well. Mediums. Okay. I guess you can't have enough softs. So why did Fanflow? Are those old mediums when he got on the softs? I don't know. This is not great for Lewis Walker though. That's all I'm saying. He's probably, unless he can do like a Southern hold up the train for like however many laps he did it for at Spain. I think it was 5, maybe 6. He will be fine, and if not, we'll have a crowned winner of either Bourbon or Senna to see who has the real raw pace. We'll see. Okay, now I can relax. Let's see if the car's ahead pit. Jack pit. No. Marco did not pit. I'm fine with that because they pit relatively recently, and there's no point unless you're unless you're not going to lose any positions. If you're in the midfield, you may as well. I will say though, it's not very good for Valkyrie since she got a penalty. I don't know if there's no chance FPL won't catch up, but it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. I must say. See what the penalty is. If it's got any worse or not. Still 3 seconds. Still fine. As long as you can keep up the consistency in that. Same with Marco. See if you can get any few positions. Unlikely since the cars ahead are really that bit faster. We'll see. See what happens. See what happens. God, I'm cold. I swear, I better not miss when they come into the pits. When the safety car even comes to the pits. We need a red Mercedes today, rather than the green Aston Martin. I don't actually know what decides it, if is always the red Mercedes, or if it's chance. Do they have one in the pits just ready? No. I don't know. It's decided before the race, I assume so. I think it's the Mercedes most of the time though. Oh, I whistled. I've never done that before. I can't whistle again. Fuck. Alright, oh well. But yeah, with the bias, we should be hoping for a good jump for the Red Bulls, without bias, obviously. Anyway, right. Safety car is in this lap. Maybe just fix my posture. As Marco's pitted behind. He's on the softs. That's a very good choice in my opinion. He should be able to easily get past them and everything else, obviously. What we're saying though, I think we should go on board with Sten Wen, as in reality Liam really should be let past here by Lewis Walker. I would have done so, wouldn't have I? But I guess that's what the worst the drivers do, you know. They just don't let the competition, you know, they don't make it harder for themselves. But I'm sure Senna will be beaming at this Willie in front of him. He will not want that anywhere near him, as he gets a horrid start compared to everyone else. Well, not that bad actually, but yeah, we'll see. He'll be overtaking the lapped car, and he will be on his charge to try and take the win from Lewis Walker. Yeah, woo, cool. Damn, what happened to my fucking gap? Right, cool. Not much happening other than Mercedes. No, it's just overtaking the car behind the Williams. Stenner will be need to gain 1.4 seconds now to Lewis. Should be a pretty easy task. It's just whether he can keep the Bourbon behind him, as Marco is going to be wanting to get past his teammate very, very quickly. We'll see if that happens though. Depends. Might see it happen here, you know. I hope so. No? Okay. It doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Get back onto the front. Just really not playing his cards right here today. Really not played his cards right. He's had the pace, he just hasn't had it off the second, I guess. Maybe he got a bad restart. He's catching back up to the fan flow though. I must say, Stenner has now gained 2 tenths on Lewis Walker in 1 lap. So if he can keep up this, he should be able to get in the DRS incredibly quickly, as he sets the fastest lap of the race by, I don't even know how much that is, maybe 7 tenths quicker, I do not know. I just remember it being a 35.5 last. I don't think it is anymore, obviously. But yeah, he's gaining on Lewis Walker. He'll be running for his life. Bourbon Boy can't really do much to keep up. I assume he's just hoping for a mistake from the cars ahead, catch back up to P1 and then take the lead of the race. It's really only what you can do from P3. And we're going to need a masterclass from Jax there, as Fanflo loses the DRS to his teammate and gets back in it very safely, quickly. But he is on the edge still though. He's probably going to not get it in my opinion. Depends on his exit through here. As we all know, Bourbon being very good on the power. I don't know, I'm making this crap up. He braked very late there to try and snap back into the DRS, but it's really hampered him quite a lot. He's lost the DRS. There's no DRS anyway. What am I on about? Or is there? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Next lap. It's fine. As Senna is into the DRS, everything is up Red Bull at this second of time. What will be happening as Jax down the inside of his championship rival, as he's pushed off massively by Fanflo? That is 100% a penalty in Fanflo's eyes for Jax. No, what am I about? He's fucking pushed him off. He's not turned for the corner. I'm reporting that, as he's got no ERS as well. Oh well. You probably may as well just let him past. Well, maybe not actually. He's trying to keep his teammate space, I guess, ahead. 7 tenths now, 6 tenths. Stenner doing an incredible job. I'll be honest, never expected this from him. Yeah, I needed him. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Pad track, what am I on about? That's 1/10. Jackson will be fuming at this. cannot get past. He's got to leave the space all of the time. I said that wrong. But we'll see what will happen coming into the DRS zone. This is the important part of the race. Getting ahead now would be key in my opinion. You do not want to get ahead before the final lap of the race. If you do, you want to get it adjacent to the end. So 2 laps before. So that is, no, 3 laps before. You want to have it, you want to take on the final lap. You don't really want to overtake the lap before the final. So I mean, you can still get him, still fine. You can, even if he does overtake him on lap 27, he's still fine, as long as he doesn't mess it up. I don't know what his tactics are. It's probably just to overtake him at some random point. He is gaining 2/10 a lap, I'll be honest. He would probably take a P2. I wouldn't. I would have to go for the win at this rate. So he's very, very close. You may as well just nudge him off at this rate, may as well. Then your teammate gets another position, isn't it? As he overtook Fanflow, I don't know when. It didn't show me. I didn't see it. Didn't see it happen. Marco in to P9 though. Down all the way to P11. Unfortunate. See if Marco can catch back up to Jack Miles. Etc. Senna staying just about within half a tenth of Lewis Walker, seeing if anything else can happen. As then comes the Jackster train. This is a much better performance than at the start of the race, technically. Maybe not at the very start, but after lap 1 it wasn't the greatest. Actually, I think it was probably about the same. Oh well. Except with oh dear, it's fine. Just don't let Bourbon pass and you're chilling. But you've lost the DRS now. You muppet. It's fine. It's fine, just keep going. Just keep going. You've got the DRS. You can gain 8/10 in the lap to the car ahead, which has got really bad tyres. As he locks up heavily, you can really see those tyres falling apart if you look at this. Look at them. Okay, no, maybe not. If you look at the left one, I guess you can kind of see a bit of the ripples of the tyres. Something like that. I don't know what it is, but they're much flatter on Senna's car. Crazy enough, he's gaining a lot there through that corner. 5/10 to be, well, no, not really. He really just wants to get out of that DRS zone of Fanflow, leave him to the killing of instincts. That will really affect his confidence. But yeah, you just want to stay calm for Sterner. See what can happen. I'm excited for this last straight. Well, I'm also a bit nervous though, because yeah, you've got your fans, you got your eyes peeled to see who does the best and who does the worst. But yeah, we'll see. Coming through this second sector for the final time of the race. I probably might as well just pick up the phone, hold it even closer, so I don't have to shout, meaning I can just speak normally. This is, what a weird line, I must say. As cool. Alright, Lewis Walker wins the race from P4, is that? I think that was P4 to P1. Fair enough. As Bourbon comes home in P2, Jackster P3, Florian P4, Instinct P5, Owen P6, Stenner P7, Jack P8, Marco P9, FPL P10, Valkyrie P11. At least it wasn't me driving. More points than last race for Red Bull, I guess. But you want to see the win, don't you? Don't you? Anyway, Owen, fast driver of the day. I don't know about that. In my opinion, probably goes to Lewis Walker, because he went from P4 to P1 and kept it. So that is my driver of the day. Not that fraud. No, it's not fraud. Lewis Walker's your driver of the day. For me, doesn't matter. I know an opinion. and that's your rest of the grid. Baldwin P2, Jackson P3, Fanflow P4, Instincts P5, Owen P6, Stenna P7, Jack P8, Marco P9, FBL P10. Yikes! That's an interesting race. Wasn't much in it. I spoke for a lot, I must say. To be fair, I think I spoke quite a bit, but it's not for me to know. I'm not watching this stream back. Hell nah. But yeah, there you go. There you go. I won't be taking a picture of that because it's on my stream, so she's sucking on. Might go down a bit though. But yeah, there you go. Just casually. Alt F4. Casually. But yeah, that's been the stream. Goodbye. Goodbye.